I went to get my ears pierced. And I originally had them pierced the same 14 gauge size right after I graduated from college. But I took them out after my fiance left me. So that was like 2 years ago. They kind of healed over, so I decided to get my ears pierced again. And they're just, they're like body piercing, a hoop with a ball. And so it's gonna be the same healing process where I have to keep them clean for maybe 3 to 6 months. Also, the next day I got my hair cut, and it's sort of goes kind of short in the back, not really, but I kept most of my length in the front, and it kind of gradually swoops down. So I should be able to still pull my hair back behind my ears and maybe have a ponytail, which sometimes comes in handy, but I did lose a lot of length on my hair. I just got out of the shower, so it's a little bit wet. I also had my eyebrows done, and again, since I don't really look that feminine, and I usually don't use the most feminine voice I can in public, it's always kind of weird when I'm telling them to do like thinner eyebrows, and they're still pretty thick, but they're a lot cleaner than they used to be. And I can always go back next time and have them made thinner, but it was the first time, so we decided to be a little conservative about it. I had a party on Saturday, which was sort of my birthday party slash celebration for starting hormones. Only 2 of my friends were there, but even though there wasn't many people, it was still a pretty good time. I was a little bit over-prepared as far as buying snacks and stuff, but we had some fun, and I got to talk with my friend for a while, because he doesn't really get to talk to me or see me very often. So it was a good chance to just for me to talk to him more about my philosophies about gender and other things. I also wanted to talk about sex, because ever since I've started this process, that is something that has kept coming up in my conversations with people, even though if you've seen my videos, to me it's not really something of high importance. And that's basically what I've told them, you know. Even though I'm bisexual, I kind of have asexual tendencies. I view my sex drive as kind of an annoyance more than something enjoyable. I enjoy the release of not having that tension anymore, so I'm hoping the hormone therapy will take off that urge to be asexual, so that I can just feel more in control and more happy about it. Infertility doesn't matter to me, because I don't want to have biological children of my own. And if I do want to have children at some point in the future, when I'm prepared for it, I would prefer adopted kids, or maybe to deal with kids in other ways besides having them as my own. They have a lot of reasons behind that, but I don't want to go through all of them now, but yeah, not having my own biological kids is something I want, so the hormone therapy goes right in line with that. My primary goal when I do have sexual encounters is to please my partner. As they say, you better use it or lose it. Like, if I'm not sexually active at all, of course, anyone who isn't is going to kind of lose some ability to function sexually for a while. I don't know if that's permanent, but I do plan to stay active to some extent sexually, but even if it's by myself or with somebody else. But I don't believe it should be like the driving factor. It's just something extra. It's not like, to me, it's not the motivating factor like it is for some people, sex and having kids and all these things. It's not all about yourself, and it's not all about, to me it's more of a, a sharing process. So to the extent that sex is like that, where you're sharing and you're both getting pleasure from it, then I think it'll always be good. If I have less sex, or, I'm already pretty passive sexually, so I mean, I don't know, for me it's not going to be an issue. As far as when things change, I don't think it'll be there will be some things that seem drastic to people, but as far as what I'm concerned about, this basic functionality, I don't think there'll be a problem. Even if I get an orchiectomy, I don't foresee like having an inability to have sexual gratification if I want it. It might be a little bit harder, but at the same time, I think the benefits of these things, even some of the sexual benefits, but beyond that, all the other benefits outweigh those small, like, sexual problems that other people would have. So I just thought it was kind of interesting how so many people are concerned about sex, whereas it's not the most important thing in life. It may be necessary to have sex to perpetuate life, but I don't feel like whether or not I have children of my own is going to impact the survivability of the human race. In fact, I think the decisions I make, including not having children, might be a benefit to the survivability of the human race. Like I was saying to my friend, there's no perfect decisions. Everything has downsides. I mean, there may be better decisions for you and better decisions for somebody else, but you can't really convince somebody that your way is ultimately the best way. Because there's always trade-offs, and to some people, the balance is different. So I also wanted to say since I've started the therapy, I'm going to start gaining weight and exercising, and hopefully meditating when I can do that as well. So the exercising is mostly like sit-ups to keep my midsection strong and, keep a nice figure, and gaining weight, of course, because I'm at the borderline between normal and underweight, a little bit above that in normal range, but I want to get into the middle of normal. So like my BMI is like 18 now, and I want it to be in the 20s, like 22. So I might have to gain like 15 or more pounds, but we'll see. I plan on eating like bigger meals before I go to bed, doing the exercising and meditating more often. I'm also going to be moving by the end of the month, so I have to do a lot of packing for that. So also I'm going to the Transcending Identities conference in Vermont. Yeah, I'll be doing that, but still a lot of stuff to do. All right.